Welcome to the second episode of Madoka Magica. Last time we were introduced to Madoka, some very mysterious, fun to look at encounters with little Kyubey and some magical girls. There's a lot of intrigue as to what's going on here with Homura trying to kill him, this girl Mami protecting him, Madoka being invited to become a magical girl along with her friend at the end. So I definitely want to see what's going to happen, what we'll get this time. We're going to watch it and discuss. I have the subtitles and the timer on the screen if you want to follow along, or you can pull up the episode on your own. We're starting after any logos, right where we're going through Mami's transformation again. So let's get into it. In 3, 2, 1, play. So yeah, it's, again, like I said with episode 1, it was very shafty. We got some great visual sequences, so I can't wait to just see more of that. So I don't remember if they said what grade Madoka and company are in, so I don't know if she's older than them. A lot of stuffed animals. That happened. That definitely happened. Hi! There you go. There's your proof. So yeah, I don't know how long she'll spend deliberating what she should do, and I guess her friend is involved. I don't know if she'll become a magical girl. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But while the OP is playing, let me say that if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel. Madoka Magica comes out on Fridays, and there's other videos every single day of the week. Also, check out the description down below. You got Twitter and Discord if you want to hang out, and Patreon if you want to support the channel and get these videos a week early or even earlier. Polls, vlogs, all that stuff. Thank you very much. But yeah, we got this cutesy opening, making it seem like everything is nice and happy. Other magical girl stuff that I've seen have been like Prisma Ilia for some Fate stuff. 16, I think, episodes of Cardcaptor Sakura. Something like that. I liked it. I just never got around to watching more. I will one day. Just a few like little things here and there. I feel like I've seen more parodies of magical girls than I've seen of actual ones. Like in a show like Gintama, or just any show, where they'll do like a parody of a magical girl thing, or you'll have a parody of their transformations. I feel like I've seen that more often than I've seen any literal magical girl transformations. Is Kill La Kill a magical girl show? They transform with the clothes. Hi. Okay. Only visible to those that he wants to be visible to, or those who have this whatever magical girl gift inside them. I don't know. I don't know why she was chosen. I feel like there might be some kind of, like... Nice. You're in junior high and you live alone? This might be out of nowhere, but I feel like there could be some kind of, like, time loopage. Just because of, you know, her having the dream about Homura. Homura knowing who she is, too. Just a random thing to throw out there. Okay. So that's like, yeah, it's where the power comes from. A contract. Anything at all? That's nuts. Yes, of course. A feast? If you used your one wish to wish for a feast? Get the fuck out of here. So we're fighting witches. If you're gonna wish for food, wish for, like, infinite feasts at the very least. Shit. A feast. Can you believe that shit? You get rid of a board member, your fucking people's imaginations are nonsense. Have some creativity. You didn't even think about that? Man, if I could have one wish of literally anything, I would wish that this empty water bottle was full again. I know I have other bottles of water right over there, but I want this one to be full again. Not infinitely, just one time. Okay. Which is bad. Okay, so we're the only ones who can handle that. Alright, they're the cause of a lot of bad shit. Kyubei's mouth not moving bothers me. Alright. It's a little creepy when he doesn't move the mouth. So they're an elusive bunch, witches. Sounds like it. She's got a shit ton of guns. Okay, so really think about it. This is a dangerous thing. Okay, they're establishing up front, like, you could die. Come on, like, a ride-along with a cop. Just watch her fight an actual witch before you make a decision. That's cool. I like that they're taking the time to think about it. And explaining all the details to her and making sure she understands. That's cool, rather than just getting right into it. Being like, yes, I'll do it no matter what. Poor other girl. Can't see the little guy. Nice. She's got to be so confused over there. Like, what the fuck? Third wheel in it, really. Even though there's 4, she doesn't know it, but yeah. Oh no, we're ruining our friendship because she's just going to think that she's been left out, that they've become so much closer without her. It's a shame. It's truly a shame. Well, I mean, yes, it can. That's allowed. You can do that. Look at those fucking chairs. And the desks lower like that. It's so cool. It's such a cool little detail. So yeah, I mean, Homura's gonna be here. Because she won't try anything in a place like this. And so Mommy is older than them. But she's still here. Oh, still cool. I don't know if there's a distance limit, but they can still communicate at this distance at least. So Can you turn that off, or are they just going to hear all your thoughts all the time? They weren't trying to speak to her, but she heard it. If you maybe you can choose to speak telepathically, but it goes to everybody, and you can't choose which one to talk to. Maybe you can, but you have to learn how to control it. So it would seem. But, well, she attacked Kyubey, which makes it a little iffy about what his deal is. Clearly, and she warned Madoka against being one. So why? It just seems like she doesn't want people to be involved with it because of the danger. Okay. So you're fighting for the money and the glory and whatever. So that's what we're going with right now. They compete against each other, so she didn't want other rivals. At least that's the story that we're going with right now. So yeah, I mean, like clearly Homura doesn't hear all this, so there's like they got like a channel that they're on. I agree. That's the one on with the black eyes. That's kind of creepy looking. Look at this fucking thing on top of the middle school. Hmm. I don't know. It'd be hard to come up with just one. You'd want to make sure it's perfect and see if it's actually worth it or not. Although, if your wish is immortality, then you're good, because you're not trading your life, because you're immortal. I suppose so. Very self aware about that, huh? I was wondering that too. Why were they chosen? Oh shit, she's ready to snipe if she needs to. Okay, what's up? Not yet. Okay, I mean, you can try harder. You could, like, say it again. Didn't really seem to care about her friend becoming one or not, though. Just warned Madoka. I guess we don't get an answer. You really could try to explain yourself better. Just not very talkative. Well, you haven't even become magical girls yet, and you've already completely alienated your friend. Maybe it's a bad idea. Maybe we should just forget this whole thing. Very whimsical music. Okay, let's do it. A bat? Why? For defending yourself? Just in case? I mean, yeah, I guess. Good for her. I have a pencil. What? Doodles. Again, they're creepy. Oh, okay, I guess. If that's where you want to start. It's not really going to help you in the moment. I don't know if you get to choose your costume. I don't know how that works. Okay. So this thing will just lead you to witches, wherever they may be. Oh shit, look at this place. Well, that's nice of you. So it would seem. Well, I mean, you know. She's definitely not. Hello. I mean, there's places where there would be a lot of people. Or that too, okay. So you got a lot of options for where they could be. It's lucky you have that thing. You better get there quick. Okay, they're there. Look up, yeah. Uh, okay, see your catching skills. Okay, cool. The day is saved. So what now? Now we find the source. All right, rematch. Oh shit, the bat. Damn, whoa, became a magical bat. Cool, cool. Just lending them some magic from herself. All right, let's see what kind of crazy shit this witch will make happen. Oh, and Tomura's here too. Hello, the little mustachioed fluff balls. Are they going to be a common occurrence in the show, or just this particular wish? She has a thing for mustaches. I don't know. But look at this shit. Like this. Oh, this is not going to get old. This looks amazing. And is really creepy. But you're kind of enamored by how cool Mommy is. Seems like she's getting into it. Look at this shit. How do they even come up with this? How do they visualize this and then make it happen on screen and make it look so cool? Like, what the fuck am I looking at? That's a witch? That's a witch. Like, so many shows would just... They just make a fight look like a normal-ass fight, and the witch would just look like a normal-ass witch. But not Shaft. They got weird shit going on in their heads, and then they just come out of the skirt. Cool. They know how to make it look weird as fuck on screen. That's the witch. Like, I thought she would look like a person. Or at least, like, some kind of typical monster-esque thing. But, like, that? How do you even think of that design? And then, like, that's it's great. I really think they deserve a lot of credit for stuff like that, because, again, you could easily just not design things so creatively, and most shows don't. Alright, yeah, she can handle it. But just like taking those extra steps to make things look this way deserves praise. Oh my god, like a butterfly mustache, there's scissors everywhere. She's tying it up. Okay, cool display of her powers. Damn, look at the fucking big guns are out. Boom, okay, bye bitch. Fucking hardcore. Lands it with a cup of tea. And we save the day. Okay, what does that do? I guess that's why people fight for, the fights against witches. Because they want those. Well, that's good. Just one of the rewards, though. What does she want to say now? Why is she here? She's letting her keep it. And that's it? You just leave? Okay. Don't worry about it. You're good. Maybe you'll need some therapy for a while or something. But you're okay. I think after that, they're gonna want to be magical girls, even if you can't come up with a good wish. Yeah, she's gonna wanna do that too. You can help people and be a cool, magical powered, probably not gun wielder, but the guns are pretty cool. Okay, so we still haven't actually gotten our main character to be a magical girl, even by the end of episode 2. That's surprising, but it's cool that it's kind of taking its time. So that's it for episode 2. Let's talk about it. All right, episode 2 gives us a lot more information about the world, about magical girls and what they're fighting, which are known as witches. A lot more about Mami and Kyubey. And yeah, just kind of expands on things a lot. It makes Homura a lot more mysterious still. She's still very up in the air about what exactly is going on there. But it expands on a lot of stuff. I really like how they're taking their time with it. I feel like most shows would really just jump into the main character getting involved in the action as soon as possible. But by the end of episode 1, they tell her, hey, we want you to be a magical girl. A lot of shows would probably have her become one in episode 1. And now even in episode 2, I'm thinking, okay, she'll become one now, but it still hasn't happened. She has this experience that's now leading her towards that path, but it still hasn't happened yet, which I really like. I like how they're taking their time with it. They're informing her, like, this is good on the part of Mami and Kyubey, that they're telling her the truth and informing her, like, this is dangerous. Think about it, and if it's worth risking your life. And then she is then thinking about that, and they're having these discussions, her and Sayaka, like, what could we possibly wish for? Would any of these wishes be worth risking our life? And really trying to figure out if they should do this or not. Taking them on this mission with her to let them see what it's like. I really like that. I like the pacing so far. But yeah, we get a lot more information here about all of this. And I don't know where it's gonna go because I know the show gets darker. So I'm always, like, kind of not trusting a lot of things that some of them say. You know, Homura is presented as being pretty antagonistic, so I'm sure that's going to turn around and we're going to find out that she has very good reasons for doing what she's been doing. And what she said to Madoka was just, like, one of the big moments of episode 1 where she was saying, don't change who you are, really advising her against becoming a magical girl. That really seemed like it was meant to be in Madoka's best interest. So I said during the reaction, just one random thought that I had, that there was some kind of time loop or something like that to where Homura knows what's going to happen. Because of course Madoka had her dream about Homura's situation, but Homura knew her as well. Doesn't seem to care much about Sayaka's situation, so I don't know, it just seems like she knows that bad things are going to happen revolving around Madoka, so she's trying to stop it. But yeah, for now, they present a reason, from their perspective, why she's doing this. I don't know if they fully believe this, if Mami fully believes it, or if Kyubey does, or if either one of them is just saying it, but they're saying that magical girls often compete against each other, against the witches, for rewards. So Homura was just trying to kill Kyubey to stop him from creating more magical girls, to stop her from having any more rivals. I immediately didn't believe that that was the case, and then at the end we even see she just gave the grief seed back and didn't seem to care. So clearly not the case. I guess she just followed them there just to check up on them and make sure they'd be okay. But yeah, she doesn't seem like the reward seeker at all. She doesn't seem like she's in it for that, just the way she normally acts. So I don't think so. It's kind of video gamey, it feels like to me, in a good way. Just like how you have the soul gem that, like, leads you towards the destination, like a tracker leading you along the right path, and you fight them in the big boss fight, and you get your reward that replenishes your magic and whatever other rewards there are. We haven't really heard about anything else like that. And her finishing the fight with her big finishing move and then landing with the T reminded me of just like a very weird specific victory pose after like an RPG battle or something like that. So that was cool. I like the feel of that. And just the witches themselves, learning more about them and how they operate and how they can mess with people and cause all of this trouble, how there are so many accidents and crimes and everything that happen that are actually caused by witches, and people just don't know about them because they can't see them. Also, people can't see Kyubey except for them. And I don't know if that is because they have like been chosen by Kyubey already, or if, you know, why were they chosen? Do they have something within them that is the reason he has sought them out, and that allows them to see him and communicate telepathically and whatnot? But yeah, it's cool learning more about the witches and seeing how they can be the cause of suicides. Like, you got to be on the watch everywhere. She's like, suicides in, you know, quiet, abandoned places, hospitals, places where there's a lot of traffic or a lot of people. Like, you got to be on the lookout. But yeah, it's cool to learn more about them and to see some more trippy visuals. That's really one of the big things that I want from this show, being from Shaft, just the crazy witch fights and the crazy use of powers and all the visuals. Because, like I was saying, you really cannot undersell how cool it is, because so many shows just do not put in that level of effort. Even a lot of the shows that have like really good animation, you know, the design sense is a whole nother thing, and just the visuals themselves. So many shows, if you're gonna have just witches, what do the witches look like? And then they just look like witches. Or just like monstrous things. Like, it might look kind of good, it might be animated well, but it's, you know, it's like a design that you would kind of expect to see. And what is the background going to look like? Where are they going to fight? Oh, they're going to fight in this warehouse. They're going to fight in this street, whatever. But Shaft is like, nah. What are we, stupid? We're gonna just put a bunch of fucking weird ass shit that I don't even know how they even conceptualized it in their minds, but they did. And then they put it on there. All of it, there's just always so much, and you can't even focus on any individual bit because there's so much happening on the screen at any given time during those scenes, and it looks so crazy and amazing. And I cannot undersell like how much I appreciate when the studio will go that extra mile into just adding all this shit that they do not have to. Like I was saying before, even just the designs of normal shit, like their fucking desks and their chairs at school. Like, what the fuck is that? What other show looks like that? If you just have a school, they're just gonna draw desks and chairs. But they were like, no, let's have a weird-ass chair that's bizarre and the desk moves and comes down. It's just the extra little touches like that where they just put in that little extra effort just because they could. They didn't have to, but they did. And then the witch, like, I never would have... That's the witch? Like, I saw this, like, thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's the witch. That's what they look like? Or they're probably all going to look very different, but they just... Looking like that is amazing. You never would think that they would look like that. That's fantastic. I love that. I love the fight. Mommy and her use of the powers and all her guns and her ribbon and the threads and everything. Really cool. Enjoyed that. Learning more about magical girls and the wishes that they get. We don't know what her wish was as of right now. She lives alone in a pretty nice apartment, which is a little weird, but yeah, we don't really know much about her wish, and Homura wouldn't say anything. I really feel like if what she's going for here is urgent, and she's really serious about this, she should probably try harder. Like, approaching Madoka when she doesn't even know you and just being like, hey, fucking, do you like your fucking family? Well, you better not change then. Like, I don't think that's gonna do it, because that's mostly just gonna weird her out and be like, who are you? But yeah, you should probably try harder. But she's clearly not the talkative type, not really the social type, and her eyes really seem like she's been through some shit, and she's probably not in a great state of mind. But I would recommend trying harder and saying more things. But yeah, you've got like the telepathy, again, like just wondering about how all the specifics work about, I assume they don't hear each other's thoughts at all times. And I assume they can turn it on and off and choose who to talk to. They just gotta, work on learning all those specifics as they grow. But yeah, just getting more from Madoka and Sayaka as well as they're considering all of this, not being sure what to do. Sayaka immediately jumps to like all the different things that she could possibly wish for, whereas Madoka's a little quieter about the whole thing. You're not too creative, like I was saying during the reaction about some of those wishes, and then her mom just wishing for like ways she could affect her fucking company. It's like, okay, do something big. You get one wish. You have children. You could like wish for those children to like be happy forever or something, but whatever. But yeah, and then Sayaka bringing the bat along, whereas Madoka is more focused on drawings for the potential costume that she'll get, which is really cute and shows some good differences between them. Sayaka being kind of more enthusiastic and prepared and gung-ho for that whole thing, and Madoka kind of contemplating it more and thinking about it from a different point of view, and then being, despite scared, kind of being amazed by Mommy's actions and seeing how cool she is and seeing how cool it is to save people and hoping that maybe she can be able to do that too. So obviously she'll choose to become a magical girl. I assume it'll have to happen next time. But what will their wishes be? I guess they have to make those right away, so I don't know. Again, if you wish to be, like, invincible, then the threat of death is not a thing anymore. So if you're worried about that, you can do that. But, yeah, there's so many things. It would be a hard choice if you have to make only one wish. Like, you gotta make sure it's the perfect one, and if it's really worth it to go into this lifestyle. I'm glad they acknowledge that it's dangerous. Again, I haven't seen a ton of magical girl stuff, but I feel like in most of them, they probably don't outright say at the beginning, like, hey, you really think about this because you could die. But they say that. They say, like, you could die from this. So they're really establishing that, like, there are serious possible consequences. I could still understand if you just watched this show with no context, or when they lied when it first came out and said that it was not going to be dark, why you might not think it would be dark, because the trippy visuals are definitely unique, but you could just see that as just Shaft. That's just Shaft being Shaft. Even if they're going to make a cutesy magical girl show, they're going to make it look cool. And Homura trying to kill Kyubey, major red flags there, and just the warning she gave to Madoka definitely can be some indicators that it could get dark, but not that it necessarily will. And even here you hear, oh, you could die. Doesn't necessarily mean that people will. But even still, I feel like those are indicators that there's a possibility and that there's more going on behind the scenes that's intriguing and could potentially lead to, if not something dark, something better than most shows like this. Probably. I think there's been a lot like that to establish its uniqueness. It's definitely hard to trust Kyubey just because Homura is so against him, and you know, like, you're gonna find out her reasoning later, and she's probably gonna be on their side and become their friend, so it's hard to trust him. Plus, he's kind of creepy. The way his face doesn't move and his mouth doesn't move, it's a little weird. Even the beginning of the episode it's kind of like a horror movie shot of him being mixed in with the plushies, like in a different tone. If it was presented differently, if you played different music over it, that could be a horror movie shot where it's like, wait, is that him mixed in over there? Oh shit, I think that's him in the corner. But yeah, a little hard to trust there. And I feel like Mommy, I don't necessarily distrust her. I think she's just believing what has been presented to her so far, and Homura has just seen more shit and has a different perspective, or maybe just has seen more of how dangerous it can be. Maybe she's seen more people die. I don't know how many magical girls there are or have been. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they wish for, what they do as magical girls, what direction the show takes. Like they were saying, a lot of people just come up with their wishes immediately, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of surprising, but also kind of not. Because I know for me, if I had one wish, I would really want to think about it. But a lot of people, they probably would instinctively just jump to one thing and not put all that much thought into it. Like, whatever your first instinct is, like, that's clearly the thing you want the most, some people might think, and so just go with that one. And it might be indicative of just how different people can be. Like they were saying, well, if somebody's experienced more hardship in their life and there's something that they've really been missing, been deprived of, something they've always really truly wanted to make their life better, then that's immediately going to come to their mind, and that's what they're going to wish for. Somebody was fucking, like, in a wheelchair, their legs were paralyzed, immediately they're going to be like, I wish my legs were better. Can you add and into your wishes? Like, I wish my legs were better and also I had $1 million. If you say it as one sentence, that's one wish. But yeah. But for them, they're like, I guess we've been pretty lucky. We've been pretty blessed. If there's nothing that we can immediately think of that we need, like, there can be all these kind of things that we want, but if we have trouble deciding what we should wish for, very self-aware, honestly, for her, for a middle school girl to think all that, but she's genuinely thinking about it, that they've been blessed because they can't decide what to wish for. So I don't know what they'll choose. I don't know how many slice of life school scenes or home scenes, or, you know, just calm, kind of toned down scenes we'll get as the show goes forward and gets more serious. But I do like those, just kind of establishing the setting and other random characters more, and just seeing some of their daily lives, like how it's already affecting their friend. They haven't even become magical girls yet, but they already have this thing between them that kind of puts her at a distance, and they can talk telepathically, and they can see Kyubey, and she already feels kind of distant from them. It's presented really comedically, and how she's all like, oh, you two are girls, you can't love each other, but like it could actually be a really serious problem for your friendship. So you should actually consider that before you make your decision. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. Madoka seems like she's really going to be gung-ho on being a good person and protecting others and helping people, and then she'll get into it and really see what it's truly like, which will probably be darker than she imagined. And them saying that you could die will not... This wasn't just a throwaway line. Like, she'll realize, oh shit, this is actually really scary and I'm kind of in over my head. Saying it would be cool to be able to help people like that and thinking about what her costume would look like, but then she'll see that it's a little more serious than that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited for episode 3. Let me know what you thought of this one, though. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel. Check out all the stuff down in the description. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.